everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Happy 2021. This is the first video, I think, that I am making for the year of 2021. So I would like to wish everyone a happy start to this new year, and let's just dive right into this video. I am Amanda. My channel is Dr. Mommy Budgets, and I am here today to do my week 2 budget projection video. I skipped out on week 1. That was intentional. I just didn't want to do a video, didn't really know how I wanted to proceed with doing my budgeting videos going forward. But what I did realize from not doing a couple of videos in December and then the one for the beginning of January is I actually left off, I think, 2 debts that I ended up sending. The amount was not late, but I sent them like right on the borderline. I actually put it into my web bill pay and had my bank to pay the bill. But yes, and I really think it was because I did not sit down and record my video and walk through my budget like I normally do with you guys. So yes, we definitely gonna have to get back to doing these type of videos, even if it's nothing but for me to make sure that I stay organized and that I pay all of my expenses and debts and bills on time. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Y'all got to excuse my office because it is in utter disarray behind me. I got like a monitor going on, 2 other laptops. Yeah, we got the whole thing going here. As you can see, it's just all kinds of stuff going on back there. So yeah, but neither here nor there. We're gonna go on and get this video started. So if you are interested in this sort of content, then please stick around for the remainder of this video. Okay, we are back. As you can see, trying to make sure my bracelet doesn't drag on the desk too much to make too much noise. But as you can see, we are back and we have our handy dandy tablet in front of us with all of our nice informative labels to let you know what we're dealing with this week. Today is January the 8th, 2021. This is my week 2 budget projection video, and as I stated in my intro, this is the first budget projection that I'm doing for the month for the year of 2021. And for my inspirational quotes, I don't even know what to put for an inspirational quote. That's why I have the multiple question marks on the right hand side of this page, and then on the left hand, it's really what I'm feeling. I really don't know what or how to think about our country's current condition. And anyone who is alive, probably, who's paying attention to the news nowadays, know what's going on with all that. So I don't even want to, take the time to even discuss that. But yeah, that's just how I am feeling. Don't know what to think. The whys, the hows, all that good stuff. It's just sad. But we're not here for that. We're here to do our budget projection for week 2. So let's dive right in. I am going to angle this page so that I can write, and we're going to dive right into our budget items for this upcoming week. Now, my budget has changed a little bit for 2021. Some of my expenses decreased, and some of them moved to other weeks of the month. So that's what we're going to be doing. So this one may be a little bit lengthy, but it just is what it is, because I need to make sure that I carry through with everything as it relates to my budget. So let's get going and make sure that I make all the necessary adjustments. All right, first up on the list is going to be my mortgage, and this may very well be the last budget month that I am writing out this amount for the mortgage, because I am doing a refinance and I'm kind of toward the end of it, I think. So this amount may change. I don't know if it's going to be within the next week, the next 2 weeks, whatever the case may be, but I will let you know once that new amount has been projected. All right, for the mortgage, we're putting in $291.34. The security is $25.91. Netflix, I'm gonna really have to pay attention to that due date as to when this bill actually auto drafts out of my account, because I think it may be the third week. I may need to move this one to my week 3 budget projection, but for now we'll leave it here for this week, just for the sake of how I move monies around. So for Netflix, it's $15.99. Moving right along, the auto insurance, it's going to change for this month, but it's going to go back up next month because I added another vehicle back to my account. So it was $102. Now we are allocating $85 for now. Next is the student loan, and that is $96.75. Then we have my daughter's car fund, and that is $20.50. I did say in the new year I was going to round this amount up. I didn't do it this time because I've already moved that money into her account, so maybe next week I'll make that adjustment. Debt monies, remember, these are the extra monies that I have per week to send toward debt. This week it is $323.77. All right. Next is the children lunch. My children are in virtual school. They're doing their learning online, but I am still storing away this lunch money because one day they will return to the school campus physically. That's $30. Then we have our household expenses amount. It's $194. I'm gonna have to make some adjustments to that. This is like my cash index card sinking funds, monies that I keep in my wallet, so that I have a certain amount set aside for each category, and that's what I spend out of. But those categories are starting to add up, and I need to just figure out how I want to move that money and what I want to do with it. And nope, that's not the last item. Well, the next to the last item is the children's savings account, in which I do an auto draft of $28.50 into their account. And last but not least is my HOA fees. That was one of the debts that I forgot to pay because it's quarterly. And because I didn't do that end of the month budget projection and budget recap for December, yeah, that's how I missed that. So that's why I say I definitely got to get back to doing these videos. So I'm going to set aside $6.70. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to do a total, because we're going to do, I have a cheat sheet, but with my numbers, like for example, the auto insurance going down, we're going to do a total right here on the camera today. Let me get to a calculator so that we can make sure that all of the totals are correct. All right, so let's do it. $291.34 plus the security is $25.91. Netflix $15.99. Auto insurance is $85. Student loan $96.75. What do we have? Daughter's car fund is $20.50. Oh goodness. Somehow it deleted my other numbers. Let's start over. $291.34. Okay, girl, get your life together. Do you need more coffee? $291.34 plus $25.91 plus $15.99 plus 85, 96.75. Daughter's car fund is $20.50. Debt amount is $323.77. Children's lunch is $30. Household expenses $194. And oh my goodness, am I really getting a call? So we're gonna decline that. Okay, so let's see. I'm sorry, what was I? 194. That was the last amount. Then the 28.50 for the children's savings account, and then the HOA is $6.70. What does that give us? That gives us a total of $1,118.46, and that's definitely not what was on my cheat sheet. So I'm glad we are actually doing this. So that's step one. The next step is I typically leave. I also want a cushion left in this account, so we're going to write our cushion out here, which I leave $26.15 in the account, just for any incidentals or things that I, didn't account for, and just so the account just won't be bone dry. I like to leave a little money in it. So that gives me a total of $1144.61. Okay, that's my total. Now remember, I normally leave $1,228 in this account each week to satisfy all my debt. So let's subtract that from let's subtract the $1144.61 from the $12.28. That's going to give us a total of $83.39. Okay, that's the total that we have left over right now. Okay, so that will get the blue cloud. So the next step that we're going to do is we're going to go back up through these debts, and we're going to put a PA beside all those items that I'm not paying for this week. All right. The mortgage actually is going to be paid this week, so we'll skip that one. Now, I did make myself a note. This security bill, that's one that's moving. It's normally paid out during this week, but it's going to move to the end of the month. So this one is going to be paid out on the fourth week, that fourth Friday. So therefore, I need to put this money away into the bill's savings account. Okay, so that the auto insurance is not paid until the third week. That's PA. Student loans, that's also a PA. We'll talk about that in a few. And what else? The children's lunch account, PA. The children's savings is the auto amount drafted, and then this HOA fee. So all of these are put away amounts, meaning I will allocate that money to come out of this paycheck, but I'm going to put it away in the bill savings account because I'm not paying those debts this week. Now, what else? Actually, I'm just going to go on and put a PA by the debt amount, and I will let you know why. And that is just actually because I'm not paying it this week. I'm not going to pay it until it's time for us to start back making payments. So yeah, as some of you know, I've been going back and forth with what debt I want to pay off next. And I think I'm going to go back and start paying more toward my mortgage. Not a think, because actually I did the goals video, and the goal is to pay off $30,000. Whoo, that's a lot of money off of my mortgage balance this year. All right, so the next step is to add all of our PA amounts together so that we can get a total here. So let's go back and do that. The $25.91 plus the $85 for auto insurance, the $96.75 for student loans, the $323.77 for extra debt payment monies. Children lunch account is $30, and the $6.70 for the HOA. So this is the put away amount for this week, $568 and 13 cents. So for now we have two put away amounts, because this is the extra that's left over after the $12.28 that I set aside each week. So we got that $83.39 plus this $568.13. So we're gonna add those two. Let's just go on and add those together. So that's the $568.13 plus the $83.39. So I just feel so unorganized today, guys. I'm not sure what's going on. So I'm just gonna try to calm down and get through it. So that total is $651.52. So that's kind of like our total put away in bill savings account technically. So in other words, that's what we're doing on paper until we see what debts we're gonna actually, or expenses we're gonna pay this week. So we may need to pull some monies out of the bill savings account. But that's where we are now. Trying to make sure you guys are still in frame. All right, so as of now, $651.52 is what we need to put away in the bill savings account. That's step 2. Step 3 is to go back through and put a purple triangle by all. Oh yeah, Netflix is being paid this week, I think. Like I said, that's another bill. I'm gonna leave it as coming out. It's sometime between this week 2 and week 3. But for this one, we're gonna say that it's coming out this week. But like I said, I'll try and pay closer attention to see when does this amount actually draft out. Of course, the amount that I put in my daughter's account is coming out today. The household expenses today. The children's savings account today. So these are all the active debts that will be paid this week. Remember, the PA amounts are those that will not be paid this week. And out of that, you see that my mortgage is being paid this week. I wish my mortgage was $291.34. It's not. But let's go on and tally that up. Mortgage. The total amount I pay on my mortgage per month is $874. That's more than what they ask me to pay. So I like sending a little bit to the principal to try and knock it on down quicker. So it's $874, but all you see that I took out for this from this week's pay is $291. So let's subtract those two amounts, because the remainder I need to pull out of, I need to pull out of the bill savings account to help me satisfy this debt. So let's go on and subtract the $291 from that $874. So $874 minus $291.34 is $582.66. So $582.66. All right. So now this is the amount that I need to pull out of the bills savings account technically to help me pay for the mortgage this week. All right. So what we need to do, we need to go back. We got some numbers that we need to compare. All right. So as you can see, we have an amount that we need to pull out of the bill savings account, and we have an amount we need to put away into the bill savings account. So let's subtract those two numbers. All right. Since the larger number is the amount that we need to put away, then I would write that number first, of course. 651.52 minus the 582.66. Okay, so this is your PA, or your put away amount, and this is your pull out amount. Okay, so let's subtract those two numbers. We're nearing the end, guys. We're nearing the end. 651.52. I knew this was gonna be lengthy, because that's what happens when you make changes to your budgets. But hey, we are budgeting money, so there's no need to try and rush through everything, because you want to make sure all your numbers are accurate and there are no surprises. All right, so we have the 651.52 minus the 582.66. That leaves us with a total of 68.86. Remember, your answer always take the action of the larger of the two numbers. The largest number is the put away amount. So basically this week, we will be putting away $68, can't even speak, $68.86. So this is our total put away in bills savings account for this week. So yes, guys, this is it. This is how I do my budget each week. It makes sense for me. I know it may not make sense for some, but I did create an entire video if anyone was interested in learning how to use this technique, because basically, in a nutshell, you pretty much are going to allocate your paycheck for expenses that you're going to pay either in this current week, or you're going to put the monies away. So that's basically all I'm doing. I'm telling you what bills I'm going to pay this week out of that $12.28, and the amounts of monies that I'm going to put away. And you just subtract the two, basically, and you're left with a total amount that tells you if you're going to put that money away in the bills savings account, or if you need to pull monies out of the bill savings account. But that's it, guys. That is all I have for this video. I want to make sure that the entire thing stays in frame so you can kind of get a look at it. And if you have any questions or want to try and follow along, please do so. You can leave me a comment if you're interested in learning the technique. I can walk through it with those that are interested. But that's all I have for this video. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets, where we dream big but start small around here. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.